What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And you know what's interesting about these guys in Hollywood right now? All right. As you can see by this article on Bounding in the Comics, Kevin Feige admits that if Marvel Studios doesn't entertain first, the social messaging will fall on deaf ears. What have we been saying for the longest time that, at least as far as I've been doing this particular channel, I've been saying that if you don't start with entertainment, if you don't get the entertainment right, nobody cares about the rest of this crap, okay? Nobody will care. As a matter of fact, nobody wants the social messaging at all, okay? I mean, maybe some people do, but the vast majority of people are just here to be entertained, and that's it, okay? You know, entertainment is customer service, okay? Give the customer what the customer is looking for and whatever to the rest of your crap, okay? Nobody cares about the rest of this stuff, all right? Like, imagine you going into, like, let's say Baskin Robbins, right? You know, you're here for ice cream. You're walking into their facility looking for ice cream, right? And then imagine as you walk through the doors, all of these employees at Baskin Robbins that should be trying to sell you on some ice cream are selling you on progress and social messaging. And here's our progressive, you know, this and that. Like, imagine if that's happening. You're walking in and every single time you come back to this Baskin Robbins, all you're getting is just flooded with all kind of just woke crap. And it's like, wait. I'm here for the 31 flavors, bro. Do you have ice cream for me to eat? That's the only reason I came into this place. I didn't come here for all of this other nonsense that you guys are telling me. Oh, you know, we're supportive of this particular community and we're supportive of these causes and all of that. Keep your social messaging out of here, okay? And it seems like Kevin Feige is like saying, yeah, you know, we got to entertain first because we are a entertainment company. I mean, the level of no shit Sherlock that is in this comment is just totally hilarious. But let's go ahead and read what he had to say. The Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige recently admitted that if the company stops putting entertaining the audience first as their goal, then the social messaging that they incorporate into their films will fall on deaf ears. Yeah, absolutely. Kevin Feige's admission came during an appearance on the Movie Business podcast with host Jason Squire, who asked him what the secret to Marvel Studios' success is. As part of his answer, Feige detailed how the company goes through postmortems where they examine what they could have done better after the release of each motion picture or television series. Then he detailed, and I guess to distill it down of what lessons are learned is to entertain the audience at every turn. Yeah, again, that's the whole point of an entertainment company. Right? I've said this so many times. Like, if you want preaching, there's TED Talks. If you want sermons, there's church. Okay? There's all of that stuff to just, you know, teach the audience. Okay? You want to teach people something. And guess what? Those people are coming to learn something. They're coming to hear those types of messages when they're in a TED Talks forum or they're at church. Okay? Or they're in some sort of a seminar. All right? That's what people came to expect to see. When I go to a movie and I sit down and I got a bucket of popcorn in my left and a soda on my right, okay, I'm here for the entertainment. I'm not here for whatever else is possibly going to come out of this, okay? Now, is it possible to give some sort of a message, some sort of a moral to the story, all right? I have no problem with that, but that has to be layered 4, 5, or 6 levels underneath the actual entertainment, okay? On its face, I should just be entertained, okay? I'm not getting preached to. I'm not, you need to do better, Senator. I'm not hearing any of that crap, okay? All right, I'm not here for that, okay? I'm here for, hey, fandom. I'm a Star Wars fan. You guys see me constantly saying it. Star Wars has the exact same problem. Hey, entertain me first, all right? Stop trying to preach. Stop trying to promote. Stop trying to lecture. Stop trying to do all of that. Feige elaborated. Frank Capra has a quote that our co-president, Louis Desposito, quotes often, which is basically to distill down to entertain first. You can have as many beautiful messages and beautiful life theories and beautiful thematics that you want to put into the world that all of us do and all of our filmmakers do. But if you're not entertaining first, it will fall on deaf ears. Let me say this because I like this part where he's talking about the themes, right? Themes actually resonate or pop out of a story after the story is written, okay? You can ask this of any writer. You sit down and you start writing a story, all right? And you're just strictly thinking about the entertainment factor, all right? You're writing, you're going through the story, okay? You know, and then after your second draft comes out, that's when you start to see the themes. And, oh, this story is really about this. Or this story is about, you know, like freedom. Or, you know, this story is about fatherhood. Or this story is about believing in yourself. Or whatever the message of that story is, that comes out at the second draft. Or the third draft, maybe. It doesn't come out right away. And then, because when it comes out right away, because when you have an agenda that you're going to tell a story about a certain social message, okay, that's going to dominate all of your writing and the story is going to suck. All right. But if you just come out and say, hey, I'm just writing a story. I got some characters. I got like a plot that I want to write about. And I think I can fit it into like this certain world or whatever. And then you just start writing it just on its face, trying to just be as entertaining and tell the most interesting and entertaining story as possible. What ends up happening is the themes just kind of pop out and jump out on their own. All right. That's why those types of films work. The organic nature of writing just makes those themes come to life. All right. There's no need to actually try to force and insert a theme or a progressive message or any kind of social message into the work. OK, if the work is meant to have that type of a message, it will bubble itself up to the surface. And if it's not, then it falls flat. And the reason why this is important, and you've heard me say this before, is that, you know, when you're pushing content, all right, like all of these companies have some sort of diversity, equity, and inclusion, you know, sort of adjunct or initiative that's being pushed through their companies at this moment, thanks to the World Economic Forum. But you can see that Disney has this as well. Content and diversity, equity, and inclusion across our platforms. We champion storytelling that reflects the world around us and helps us develop meaningful relationships with our consumers. The problem is that you're not developing these meaningful relationships when you just have people pushing an agenda in their face, okay? People want to get entertained. They come to you for entertainment. You give them social messaging. Everybody tunes out. People stop going through your theme parks. People stop watching your movies. They're canceling Disney Plus, okay? Because it's not achieving the objective that they're looking for. Your consumers want to be entertained, and you keep preaching to them like they're in church or something, and nobody's here for that. And here's the message. We strive to present genuine, authentic, and respectful storytelling. This word right here, authentic. That's why I say when you're writing that story out or when they're creating these stories for the purpose of entertainment, okay, the themes will come out and those will be authentic, okay? These will be authentic themes. It comes right out of the story, all right? You don't have to insert it. It will come out of it if it is meant to. That's the whole problem. This stuff is not authentic, okay? Everything that Marvel has been doing, everything that Star Wars has been doing isn't authentic. It's fake and it's phony. All right. And you can see it. Like, people aren't stupid. Entertainment is visceral. All right. It's something that you feel inside here. You know when you're entertained and you know when you're being pandered to. Right. Everybody knows this. And even though, like, we saw, like, even during that Johnny Depp trial, how Hollywood has the ability to, like, kind of manipulate your emotions with music and with editing and all that kind of stuff. So it can be seen that Jason Momoa and Amber Heard, even though they hate each other, probably don't like each other, look like they were in love with each other on that film or whatever with Aquaman. All right. We saw that kind of stuff. Like, they're good at it, okay? But you can't force people to like a movie, or you can't force people to like a television show that just internally disgusts them. Like, this is stupid. I don't like this. What is this, okay? Look at Velma. All of the virtue signaling in the world that they've been trying to push with that particular show, and nobody likes it on either side. Regardless of whether you're talking about conservatives or progressives, everybody hates it because it worked too hard and tried too hard to be everything but entertaining. And that's why I say when you begin with a forced agenda, you lose the authenticity of the work. Whatever it was you were trying to do, like even with everything that they're doing at Marvel with all the race swapped characters, we're about to see a ton of those coming up in X-Men, okay? With the race swap characters that they're going to push out there, all right, it's disingenuous. It's not real. It feels forced. It feels phony. And people can pick up on stuff like that. I think that's always been the way Feige at it. It has. Thankfully, you're making the kind of movies that you love to see that also goes into entertaining yourself, which is what we also try to do here at Marvel Studios. You're not trying to do that at all, okay? You're trying to promote and push certain agendas and messages. And we just saw that Disney is saying that's what they're trying to do. So yeah, you're not trying to actually sit back and just entertain people. That's why Feige admits and claims that the main lesson the company has learned is to entertain the audience at every turn. And if you don't do so, their social indoctrination efforts will fail. The social indoctrination is going to fail regardless of what they do, okay? That's not what entertainment is for. It's never going to work, ever. The company's actions over recent years indicate they are much more interesting than pushing, I guess this is interested, than pushing their social indoctrination efforts and antagonizing audiences rather than entertaining, right? And then, of course, they talk about, we saw that with She-Hulk, okay? And all the nonsense. She-Hulk, to me, was the biggest biggest slap in the face to the fans. I have never seen it as bad. Now Velma's out. Okay, Willow kind of topped Velma. Seemed like we're just getting one. Either first it was She-Hulk, and it was Willow. Now it's Velma. It's like every month here comes another big slap upside the head to the fans. Like, yeah, saying that She-Hulk is like a fuck you, and I love that. You know, talking about fans, right? Absolutely ridiculous. But this is what Marvel is saying. So they say one thing, but they do the absolute opposite. So then when you see articles like this where they're asking, is Disney ruining its reputation, right? And this was on DisneyTouristBlog.com. Asking if Disney is ruining its reputation, and you all resoundingly say, yes, they are, all right? And it's funny, it's talking about it's been a rough few years for the Walt Disney Company and the fans. Yeah, it's been a whole problem with this entire company, you know, with the whole Governor DeSantis issue and everything that's going on with that. But the one thing that I did want to point out in this particular article, and this comment right here, this comment is the kind of sums everything up, right? Is the one comment that I just wanted to point to. It's by Steve, right? And it's just like when I was talking about the whole thing at the beginning of this video when it comes to going to a store that sells ice cream, all right? I'm just here for the ice cream. I don't care about whatever else you're trying to talk about. Look how Steve puts the end of his comment. I don't care about politics when I go on vacation, all right? Like when he's going on a Disney vacation, Disney World or whatever. I don't care about politics when I go on vacation. I just want value, and I just want to have a great vacation. That's what people are looking for, okay? Disney doesn't seem to understand it, and it's all its subsidiaries, Marvel, Pixar, Lucasfilm, ESPN, you name it. They don't seem to understand. People just want the value and to get what they came for, all right? I'm here for the great vacation. Disney parks, give me a great vacation, okay? They don't want the politics. They don't want the social messaging. They don't want the agenda, all right? So maybe there's hope that the message is finally getting through, because now you got the leaders voicing this stuff. Oh yeah, we got to be about entertainment first. All right. When the fans have been saying this for years and years, now finally, since it's hitting them in their pockets, people are starting to pay attention. But anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation? You know, have we finally gotten through to these guys? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Okay. I have a feeling that we haven't gotten through with it. They're going to double down on it. They're just going to try to be a little bit more sneaky. Okay. Say, hey, we're going to give you a little bit more entertainment, you know, but yeah, mostly we're going to be coming at this with the progressive and all of the social agendas and messages and everything that they've been doing. But anyway, you guys let me know. Go ahead, drop down in the comments, give me your thoughts and your suggestions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.